Alrighty, guys, I hope everybody can hear me okay. I'm going to check a couple of my channels and ensure that I'm actually up and operating live on my end, that my screen is set up. Let me pull up a couple of different windows here on my other device while that is setting up. Hopefully you guys can see me getting things started on the channel. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I'll jump right over into who I am and why I am here in just a few hot secs. Let's see if I can get a couple of things that I want to get set up here, and we'll jump right over into today's live Mindset on Mondays with Martina Britt Yelverton, the Brand Master. So let's see if I can get a couple of my screens shared, up and operating, and we'll jump right into this. So share screen, drop in my title here, copy it and get it pasted everywhere that we want it. Select to go live. I am simulcasting on 2 different platforms, so if you guys are interested in joining me over in YouTube, you're available to do that. Come over here to my channel and you will be able to watch this information live from YouTube as well as from Facebook. So if you want to get this shared out, you can go ahead and share it out. If you want to tag a few people, you can go ahead and tag a few people. Let me verify that I am up and operational on Facebook as well. And then I will get it shared out from Facebook. And once I do that, I do see that I'm live on Facebook as well. So once I do that and populate it into my elite business group, then we'll jump right into this. So I didn't copy what the title was before I got started. Let me do that quickly, because that makes it much easier when I'm actually sharing everything. And we should be good to go. Share it into my group. And we'll jump right over into our topic for today. Guys, you don't want to miss this information. So let's see if I got it going. Got it going, got it going. I do see myself up and live there. Yay. With the BrandMaster, and I should be good to go. These are the logistics that we have to get up in operation so I can make sure that I am making the best account of my time when I am actually, what's going on, Cheryl? So good to see you, sweetheart. You are always accountable. You are always coachable, teachable, trainable. I appreciate you always being in pocket. Definitely, guys, if you want to go ahead and share the broadcast out, you are available to do that. What you currently see up here on the screen are the platforms that I'm going to talk about briefly on today. Today is our Mindset on Monday. And today what we're going to discuss is, I bet you guys will consider a home-based business now, right? So on last week, I spoke about if you were ever quarantined in your home, were you or could you or are you available to drive revenue into your home? And a lot of people are seeing the reason why the home-based business is the home-based business and industry is so crucially important right now, with everything that we have going on in the world. So I'm hoping that you guys will be able to receive this information and understand how crucially important that it is. Just in case you're wondering who I am and why should you listen to me, why should you pay attention to this information that I'm sharing with you on today? My name is Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am a brand master, a cash flow queen, an income strategist, a Google My Business educator, and an ambassador with the Knightdale Chamber of Commerce. My daily goal is to brand you, to educate you, and to help you ultimately leave a legacy. Okay. I have been titled, on some platforms in some areas as your go-to girl for simplified graphics. These are simplified graphics that you can actually manage yourself. And with my 12-year history helping not only churches and ministries or startups, small corporations, and even, yes, home-based business owners, in the last 4 years, I have been able to help hundreds of reps and associates and marketing directors and independent business owners literally inside of the MLM/network marketing industry understand what a brand is, how to implement a brand, why a brand is important, why they need a brand, and helping them understand what is the purpose of them branding themselves inside of a company, not just the company itself. Okay. So the bottom line is that I help people, but I only help people who want help. So if you want help, I can help you. If you're in need of the help that I actually offer, I would love it if you could go over to BrandMaster Blueprints. This is the bit.ly link. So I'm going to highlight it and drop it in here so you guys can find it. So let's grab it out of this link right here really quickly. Let's try grabbing it again out of here really quickly. And I'm going to drop it directly into the feed for those who are actually watching the feed live. I'll see if I can get this one to pop back over to the feed, but I'm going to go over here really quickly and I'll drop it here inside of the feed. What's going on, Miss Elva? You are always on time. So good to see you this afternoon as well. What's going on, Miss Anita Perry Patton out of Alabama? So good to see you as well. So some of these don't pop up unless I go over and see it for myself. So let me see if I can get a separate screen up because I don't want to miss being able to say, hey, y'all, hey, to you guys that actually pop onto the screen here live. So let's see if I can get that up so that I can see you guys and I can greet you properly on my other screen. So good to see you all. So I have populated that here inside of the feed because I want it to be obviously convenient, clickable so that you guys can click it and get there and get done what you need to get done. So let's see if I can flip that back to where it was and I can jump right back over into my spiel. And the reason that I'll even tell you guys this, that you go through the mindset of explaining who you are, and you do this periodically through your lives when you're actually talking on this free platform called Facebook or this free platform called YouTube, because people may be hopping on at different times during the feed and they want to know who they're listening to or why they're listening to them. So if you've ever struggled with understanding how to find your footing on online marketing, how to get yourself set up properly, how to literally capitalize on free platforms and what's going on right now with the coronavirus and this quarantine that we're having with businesses shutting down, you really want to pay attention now more than ever to how you can make this work for you. I've been able to help hundreds of my clients over the past 12 years, but more important than that, in the last 4 years, I've been able to help reps understand how to find their vision, their value, and their voice inside of their company. Because even though you have the blueprint of the company, you are still the individual that a person is working with. And they want to know about you and what uniquely you bring to the table so that they can then determine why they should work with you inside of that company. So even if you don't have a company, even if you don't have a business started yet, even if you do have, because everyone has some form of intellectual property in their mind, I can help you. However, the simplified techniques that I teach, if you're not going to use them and use them consistently, this won't work for you. This will not help you. It is a waste of time, and neither one of us can get that time back. So if you're going to implement these techniques and you're going to use them consistently, then great, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you here on the live. I'm glad that you all are sharing this information with other people, because right now it is more important than ever to understand why you need an online presence. The internet is not going anywhere. We may go through having a blackout, a shutdown, but trust and believe, because everything is so technological right now, they're going to figure out a way to get it back up and running. And when they do, you need to be there. All right. So regardless of your company, niche, product, or service, or even your knowledge base, you need to have an online presence. So not only do you need to have an online presence, you need to have a consistent online presence. And right now, while all of these platforms are free, you need to be using the services. I promise you, you do. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. So let me see, CC, how are you taking this time to address people who are now home from work? Exactly. This is one of the ways that you are going to take advantage of that. You're going to position yourself to be available, to be online, to be where they can find you. And right now, like I said before, more than ever, you want to make sure that you are positioning yourself while all of these are free. Trust and believe, I really don't believe all of this is going to be free forever. There are paid versions of every single thing that I'm about to show you. But why not get started right now while the economy is acting a fool, quote unquote, and go ahead and position yourself to be on these multiple different softwares for free? Because what will happen, you can literally get grandfathered into something that's paid because you got it while it was free. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about Facebook. Let's talk about Instagram. Let's talk about LinkedIn. Let's talk about Twitter. Let's talk about, and I actually had this one set up to be on my Google My Business page. So let's see if I can back up, because I thought I had this one set up a little bit different. Let's do it this way, because I had that one already set up. There we go. All right, so I wanted this one set up on my Google My Business page because these are the platforms that I'm going to talk about today. All of these platforms that I'm showing you, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, let's keep going, Snapchat, Pinterest, name some other ones. You know, there are a multitude of them out here, but they're all found based on Google. So again, that's why you also need to have a Google My Business presence as well. And by having a Google My Business presence as well, you are available to ensure that once a person Googles Family First Designs or graphic designer near me, that you populate in that industry if that is your industry. If you are a wealth creator, that when you populate wealth creator in Houston, Texas, that you are found. If you are a Forex trader, when you populate Forex trader in Garner, you are found. You want to make sure that all of your social media platforms are listed. You want to make sure that they can find you on Facebook, that they can find your Better Business Bureau profile, that they can find more ways that you are visible. They can find you in other areas. They can find you on all of your social media platforms. You want to be found, and you want to be found everywhere. Now, I'm not saying that you are available to master all of these platforms, because trust and believe, even though I'm on Twitter, a lot of the information that you see here on Twitter comes from my Instagram page, comes from my automations on Facebook, comes from my automations on YouTube. I do not manage my Twitter page. I ensure that my information shows on my Twitter page, but it is the information that I have repurposed from my other social media platforms. The same with LinkedIn. However, that's actually about to change, because LinkedIn is a very crucial social media platform that has been around forever, but it is more business minded. And being as though that is beginning to be more of my target market, those who are serious about business, I will be ramping up my information on LinkedIn and slowing down, as you've noticed, my information on my personal profile. I'll continue with my business page, because this is all about business. This is all about me showing people how to capitalize right now on their business efforts. Okay. Again, Instagram, I'm understanding it's great. I'll probably showcase, as you see here, a lot of the graphics that literally come through my store. I'll be showing that information here, but this is not a platform that I will be exploring greatly, because I want to make sure that I'm everywhere, but I cannot master every platform. Again, all of these that I'm showing you are free. They are free. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of it all while it's free, okay? And I'm going to show you the reason why I'm showing you these specific areas, and it's going to make sense in just a moment. Great. That is beautiful, Elva. I do believe I did notice that you do have a Google My Business when I went out and I did my research for yourself and Awaken with Elva. So we will definitely look into that. Great. You're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google My Business, and Twitter. And I don't use, but okay, right. You have to be on them, and you have to make sure that your current platforms are actually utilizing the cross communications that is available inside of that. So if you are learning and you are mastering, we'll just say Twitter, for example. If you are mastering Twitter, then you need to go and make sure all your other social platforms are actually connected to Twitter, posting your information on Twitter and sharing it on your other platforms, but definitely focusing your techniques on Twitter. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If it makes sense, definitely drop into the comments. Makes sense, I get it. Raise your hand, give me some hearts and everything to let me know. If you're on YouTube, definitely drop it in. If you have questions, you can drop those in at any time. You can definitely drop comments in at any time. Today we're free flowing, and I'm just working on your mindset today on Monday. Let's see. What'd you say? Because I don't connect well to, right, because Twitter is so fast. It is so fast. And a lot of the information that we share with people, Elva, the reason that we share that information with people is so that we're piquing their interest to see what exactly it is that we can help them with. And because we're asking questions or we're giving out information and we need feedback, and Twitter is so fast, unless you're sitting right there, you will miss it, right? Unless you're sitting there watching your feed or you have it for notifications to hit you, you will miss it because it's 120 characters or 180 characters, and that's it, so you'll miss it. Great, glad you got it. You'll miss it, all right? So another thing that you heard me say when I first started talking about this deals with consistency, okay? So I have 6 platforms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platforms here, all right? And obviously, let's run over here to the one that everyone ends up landing on, the store site, okay? So in the end, everyone will end up on the store site. Bottom line, end result, I want everyone to end up on the store site. But if you don't have a final resting point, then your resting point are your various social media platforms. I suggest you do have a final resting point, so when they get to the final resting point, they can see everything that's available. And yes, you could very well overwhelm them. Trust and believe. I was just with my ace, Stephanie, this weekend, and one of the things she said, when I got there, she was in the middle of a consult, and up on her screen, she had the store site because she was sharing with an individual where they could go and get their business cards. And the first thing she said, I got to the site and I didn't know where business cards were. So you can overwhelm them by having so much information here on the site. I used to have business cards listed so you could click on them quite quickly. However, I really wanted to focus the attention here on what's being promoted right now. And that's helping people get organized. That's helping people improve their current, whatever it is they're trying to do, both personally and professionally. And this particular item that I am promoting right now will do that. What's going on, Toby? Will do that, right? And the reason that it will do that is it's just not just about walking through the 30 days here. It is actually about becoming disciplined, becoming consistent, setting time up for yourself, figuring and finding out who you are. Okay, that is really, really important to me right now. And that is a part of the 3-step sequence that I have here as a bonus in the book. That's if you're trying to set up anything, whether it's personal or professional, if you're trying to do anything, the first thing that you must start with is pre-planning. And by pre-planning, understanding what your mindset is, what your vision is, understanding who you are, right? And if you don't start with there, no matter what you do after that, you're going to end up nowhere. You can't go from point A to point B, literally in a sequence manner without wasting time, okay? Without knowing what you're going to do, where you're going, how you're going to go step by step by step. And that is available. So I'll go over to this link and show you this, this quickly. Let's see here. I don't know how I have it set up. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not where I was trying to go to. That's where I was trying to go to. All right. And I need to make sure that I have a button set up for that, because that just triggered me that when you come to the home page, my button is not here that says go to purchase this. Like, I got to fix that. Y'all might see me do a little Watch Me Work Wednesday today and show you guys how to fix that. All right. But getting over here, what I'm showing you is the table of contents quickly to walk you through what's inside of this particular area. This we're talking about specifically is the journey. So here are the first 7 days. You get to see what it is that we're discussing, taking time for you, creating a daily me time, being dedicated to your personal time. All of this is in day 1. We take a quick break, and that means a breath break because we go right into day 8. Now, this is just the first 2 weeks of the book, okay? But then I give you a little bit of back history about my shift and why, I created this walkthrough for you. And then each day I give you an idea of what it looks like. You're going to have time to actually read what it actually entails. And then you have an area to write out, because that is important, to write the plan, to write out what you're doing or what your time means that day or what you'll be associated with, all the way up through the 30th day. We do that for 30 straight days where we go through, figure out what our topic for the day is, and writing out the plan. Common sense says if I'm going to put something out in print, always be what? I'm always marketing. So there are ads inside of the journal to help you understand if there are other things you need, like how to get coached, okay? If you're trying to figure out how to get coached, how you can get coached for free for the month for 30 days, and then how you can pay $19 a month after that, okay? Additionally, this page has actually changed here in the bottom right-hand corner where you see flyer design. We've actually changed that area. And let's see if I can see here on my end what we changed that area to before I went to print. Because again, I wanted to make it make sense. Okay, so the top one, we talked about youth lifestyle training. Up here where it had banner prints, we switched that one to youth lifestyle training. And we did always be marketing. We're here in the bottom right-hand corner. We talked about the totes and things that you need to actually always be marketing yourself. So that page shifted just a little bit. I'm trying to see, do I have a link up where I could show you that? I don't see the link up right now, so we're not going to waste time on that. Right. And then again, just a little bit of an inspirational page here. And then at the end of it, what the point of purpose of what we just did was, and again, how you can get with Elite Group BrandMaster training, 30 days for free. Okay, so inside of this, like I said, it's not just about walking through the 30 days. You're also looking at the blueprint that is available for how to set up an ebook, what crucial information you need to have in an ebook, and to make sure that you're giving something, even though the book is purchased, you're giving over and above what it is a person expects to receive. I hope that makes sense for you guys, okay? So in addition to that, this entire ebook was created, again, in a free software called Canva. Now, I'm not going to walk through that process because we just did that in depth on Watch Me Work Wednesday last Wednesday. If you're wondering where in the world that is, you can go over here to the videos tab, and here inside of the video tabs, you can actually right here where it says Watch Me Work Wednesday. We also used did it again on Friday in a more in-depth manner when I showed you literally how to make money from home using a free software. And I actually went page by page showing you this information inside Canva, okay? So don't miss out on getting over here and getting subscribed and ensuring that you're alerted when all of these videos go live, okay? So let's move into why I have the about section up for each of these. You heard me speak on consistency. So inside of all of these free platforms, there is an area for you to tell who you are. So they need to be consistent across all platforms. If you have not done this on your social media platforms, you need to go and do this. Notice we're here on the platform YouTube, a free platform, but we're also letting a person who's an avid Instagram user know, yes, I'm on Instagram. Same with Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, where you can get my store, where you can get my company information, how you can actually get branded 30 days for free. And I probably will update that to say get branded 30 days for free, something like that. Matter of fact, let me show you how to do that. So this says get branded, brandsecretsrevealed.com. So I'm going to have that say get free branding. That will get your attention over just get branding. So let's do that. So now the little tag part of it says get free branding. That says get free branding. That's going to cause people to check it. Where that get free branding is going to go, you already know. It's going to come over here to my store. It's going to allow them to see where they can actually come in and get branded for 30 days for free, right? And I'll type it up here so you can watch where it goes. Brand Secrets Revealed brings them directly here to the 30-day BrandMaster free elite group coaching. And as you know, for 30 days, they can get branded for free. All right. So I'll probably update that to now say 30 days for free, since we're over halfway through the month of March, and it's 30 days. It's not just the end of March, the 31 day. If you actually opt into this on March 31st, you actually will end up getting April for free, because it's 30 days worth of free branding. I hope that makes sense. And you are available to set that up again using a free software called PayPal. You set up a subscription button inside of PayPal, and you can elect for whatever your paid product is to be free for 30 days. Okay, again, free is for me. Use the free option before you actually pay for something, so you can make sure that you are committed to the process of using the service. Please tell me you guys got that. If you got nothing else, if there is a free option available, use the free before you pay, so you can actually gauge your level of commitment. Can somebody please type that? Use free before you pay, so you can gauge your level of commitment. Got it? All right. Again, being consistent. Here in the About section of your free YouTube platform, this is what I have typed in here. What you guys hear me say when I introduce myself. Who I am, number one. Why I do what I do, number two. Who I serve, number three. Basically, and how you can get it. Okay? So I start out with who I am, telling people who I am, telling people what my goals and dreams are to help them out. You know, my history of what it is that I've done, why I do what I do, how you can get access to what it is that I do. People need to know that upfront, quick, and in a hurry. All right. Now you take that same body of content that you have, and you go and make sure that it is available in your About Me or About You inside of your next platform, About section inside of my profile, as well as inside of my business page. So here I'm showing you my profile. Going to show you one business page. Let's go to the About section. Not only does it show you here in the About section, but it also shows you here inside of the storyboard that's available. This is set up in the form of something called notes, and it's on every platform. It's in a group, it's in a profile, and it's in a page where you can actually set up what looks like to be a blog. Okay, and then you can get comments. So I'm going to say publish, even though I published it before, but the reason I'm saying publish, because I wanted you to see, okay, it's not going to let me bring it up, but there's a body because I'm actually in mine, so it's not going to bring it up the way you guys would see it. But you guys know, if you come over here to a note, there is a comments area that's below it, and you're available to comment below it. But again, this is where you can talk more in depth about who you are, because this can go limitless. Okay, so the vision of the brand, what it is that I offer, and I'll probably go in and edit this somewhere that says how you can get this for 30 days free. All right, so that's inside of the Facebook page. All right, I have another business page, and inside of that business page, the same thing. I have an About area here, and in that About area, it has the same option for me to give you information about myself and the specifics of this company. Again, I can do the same thing with expanding on what it is that I do. I'm here to brand you, educate you, and help you leave a legacy. Who I am, why I do what I do, how you can find me, all of that. Make sure you're consistent across all your platforms. I hope that makes sense for you guys, okay? And then again, I believe I started showing you the profile here in the About section here, down here with the details that are about you. I showed you that one here. So that's on Facebook. Oh, the other one I was going to show you was inside of the group. I knew it was 3 I was trying to go to. So here again, inside of this area, I talk a little bit about here over inside of the description, giving you a little bit about what the group is about. Again, using the body of a note that I put up, again, using the body to say what it is, who I am, why I do what I do, how you can get more information. And this is actually the Elite Business Group, where I give you the BrandMaster coaching, and there's a step-by-step document that takes you through where to find the announcement, how to get the welcome video, how to see daily, weekly lives, how to use the search feature. We go into exactly each specific week how you're available to find that. And I can show this because if you're not in the group and you actually click this link, it's not going to bring you inside of the group. The information is private. You won't be able to see it. So I think a couple of you that are on the live are actually not inside the group. So if you were to type this in again, you're not going to be able to see this content because it's inside of the group. But for navigation purposes, for those who are inside of the elite group, I make them understand the simplicity of setting up these quick links to find what they need easily. Okay, that's a feature of something that we do. I try to show you ways to make your business life easier. Okay, so let's go back. Let's get this back to where I want it to be. All right, and now let's move to the next platform, Instagram. Here inside of the very small area of information, it is the same consistent information. Who I am, what I do, how I help you, and how to get access to it. Okay, so this tells you to click on Linktree. When you click on Linktree, the first link that you should see is right here, how to get the free elite business coaching. Again, I will probably update this to say 30 days only. Okay, hope that makes sense. Again, here inside of LinkedIn, the same information. You have a body of text that they see instantly when they come to you. Who am I? What do I do? Bottom line. Then you drop down to the about me information. Again, we're going to populate that one and open it up. Again, I say who I am, what it is, what do I do, how can I help you, and then I elaborate a bit more on how you can get with me and get scheduled, get booked, get appointments, and all of that, okay? And then finally here on Twitter, the same thing. Who I am, what I do, how you can get more information, right? And if I go out here to the business page and I drop down to this body of information, who I am, what I do, how you can get access to it. See that, guys? Does that make sense to you? Do you understand why you need to be consistent? Because if you're doing one thing, if you're doing 3 different things and a person is trying to figure it out, if you say one thing on one platform and something different on another platform, you're confusing your audience because a person may be on both and they're seeing 2 different directions from you. That can be confusing. I hope that makes sense to you guys, okay? So again, multiple platforms, focus on 1 to 2 that you're going to master. And in the end, if you're going to be on other platforms as well, just make sure your message is consistent across all platforms. And again, all of these are free. So can you imagine how much people are getting ready to be sitting at home searching on the web now? Because schools are closed. Some public offices are closed. I'm not sure if the post office is closed yet, but because the actual library is government, the libraries are closed. Are you all getting this? Like, lots of businesses are closing. People are going to be online like crazy. You need to be available. Your niche, your specific service, your whatever it is that you have to offer needs to be online so that people can find you. They're even breaking it down where you can't even have meetings unless your meetings are 50 or less amount of people. So basically that's about 45 or less, because it's going to be you. And if you have your youth lifestyle trainees there with you, and if you have any other assistants with you, they're there to help put things on. Well, if you have a staff that's going on, depending on where you're at, you have to count those people as well. So if you choose to do something, let's just say at a Golden Corral has to limit the amount of people that they have frequenting the business because they have to have staff to run the business. Think about that if you're trying to do an offline event right now. Wherever you're holding the event, there's a staff that's there. Your event has to be discounted by the amount of staff that's there. Are you guys getting the impact of what this looks like in the community for you right now? Online is where you need to be positioned at right now, because online is limitless. I hope you're getting this. I hope you guys are really, really hearing what I'm saying. Online is where you need to be right now. So I don't see any questions coming in. And we are actually at our 30-minute mark for today. So I don't see, like I said, I don't see questions. I do greatly appreciate the engagement and the comments. I'm hoping that you guys are seeing how important it is for you to go ahead and get yourself positioned, for you to go ahead and get yourself consistent, for you to go ahead and get yourself marketable. Go ahead and get your brand out there. Go ahead and get yourself across multiple platforms and ensure all of those platforms are consistently pointing back to where it is you want people to be able to then purchase from you. You are in charge of driving revenue into your household. So let's do it. Let's do it branded. Let's do it consistently. Let's make sure that we are getting found across multiple platforms, and let's make sure that we are set up to literally generate a revenue. So if you're interested and you have products that you want to get out and get marketed, I do have the availability to host various hashtags, is how I have them set up, to host various items here on my store. If you're interested in a collaboration deal, please definitely get in contact with me so that we can ensure that some of your items get posted here on the store. I would be more than excited to help you, to, like I tell you, that's my hashtag, to brand you, educate you, and to help you. Ultimately, we all want to leave a legacy. That is a directive. So let's follow the word and get it done. So that is my time for today. To your success. I hope that you guys have been able to get some true value here, have been able to pick up some really great gems, that you were available to jot down some really good notes. And I'm excited. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Teach You Tuesday. I'm looking to have the youth lifestyle trainees again on with me tomorrow, being as though they are home from school. And we are looking to continue to drive revenue into the youth lifestyle training program that's being offered. The book is due to release in the next 7 days. So we actually have formulated an entire workbook that will walk you through. Look at this big hair girl popping up on my live with her new. They will be, if I can get them both, on there tomorrow, live on Teach You Tuesday, and we're going to talk about the Youth Lifestyle Training Platform. Where it is being formulated inside of a workbook so that people can actually walk through the entire process with me, so that we can actually open up a workbook. If you're having a struggle with a particular area, I want you guys to be able to turn to that area. Let me know what your struggle is and for us to walk through it. So the reason I wanted to take it from being a simplified checklist, and you can grab that checklist if you want to, just head over to youthlifestyletraining.com. I'll type that in here really quickly for you to see. Head over to youthlifestyletraining.com. You'll get a pop-up window. When the window pops up, you're actually going to enter your email address in there, and I probably need to change that to name and email address too. Martina Britt, Yelverton.com. Yelverton, my bad, at gmail.com. You'll go ahead and say, send me the free accountability tracker. That'll get you your first free item, but you're also available to go in here, and I'll have this activated soon, where you'll be able to get the checklist, agreement, and trigger sheet. You'll select option 1. When you select that option, it will pop you back over to the store so you can actually purchase that 3 pack that'll have the checklist, the agreement, and the trigger sheet in it. You're available to grab that, and that'll give you 3 points of a start. Eventually, you'll want to go ahead and attend the $19 full access webinar, because when you attend that webinar, that will give you immediate access to the entire workbook. Okay, and you will have the workbook, and you'll be able to start utilizing, set up a free consultation with me, and we can get you started on this wealth journey. So my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. Like I say, to your success. I'm excited to see you, and I hope to see you tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be talking about the youth lifestyle training wealth strategy, how to hire your kids and not put that bill in your child's name. I'll talk to you guys soon.